All right, so moving on to the next function, which is creating a function to read the records in our DB. I would want us to first separate some of these actions into smaller files or modules. Okay, so I'm going to move this out. Let's start by creating the function for insert. So I'm just going to say insert .py, and right here, we're just going to move the whole thing here because every single thing here basically speaks to inserting. We can decide to import, the collections, the DB, the client. We can literally just, do that. So I can uh, drop this right here. Okay, so inside the insert file here, I can simply say from main import DB collection and clients. Okay, so I can go ahead and run this again just to ensure that this works. Let's run that file. Okay. All right. So all we have here is the basic setup. I can simply copy this now and create a file called read.py. Okay. So this is where we are going to have the read action. Let's start by trying to find a single document, which is a single record that we have created. I'm going to say def find user by name. Let's do that by name, and we're going to be expecting the name, right? So right here, I would simply say find a single document. That is what this function should be able to do for us. We're simply going to say collection.find one. We want to find a single document, and we're passing the name obviously here. So we expect to have this. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and say user equals find user by name. We're simply going to pass the name here. So going to exit clear. Okay. All right. So let's go to our DB. We have a sample name of Solomon. Let's copy that. Let's paste that in here. Okay. All right. So the name right here is the key that we're using for our search. Right. So let's go ahead and run this. We need to print the user information if found. Right. We want to make sure we grab that user information. Okay. So let's go ahead and say Python read py. Now you can see we have the user information with the email being Solomon, and of course we can confirm that. All right. So this is the email right here. Okay, so that is basically how to read a single record. Let's also have the option for reading, multiple records. So I can simply say find multiple documents. So we have to create a function. Find. Let's simply say find users by age. So we can get all the users with the same age, right? Find users by age, and we're going to pass in the age. So we just need to return a list this time around. Collection dot find, and we're finding by the age. So I can simply say whatever age is equivalent to the age we're passing, go ahead and return that value. Okay. We can also include, I think I forgot something here. Okay. We can also include find users by age range. So we can have like the mean age and the max age. So now we're basically trying to perform greater than or less than. Okay, so in MongoDB, we can simply first make sure we're getting a list uh, collection.find, and here we basically set on the age field there, we want to check for records that are greater than. So this is how you specify that greater than or equals the mean age, right? Then we can also have less than or equals the max age. Okay. All right. So this should give us the records with these requirements here. Let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm simply going to say users under 30. So we're simply going to say users that are age 30. So let's just say users that are age 30. I think I do have a record with oh, I have 35, not 30. Okay, so I need to change that to 35. All right. So I can simply say find users by age, and I can specify that the age I want here should be 35. Okay, so I can say print users 35. Okay, so this would give me the user with the age of 35. If we proceed to run that, let's see, we have a user right here, name Mav Solomon, age 35, and the email. Okay, and the final one we're going to check right now is to get users that we consider to be young adults. All right, so I can simply right here I can say find users by age range. Okay, right here. So we're going to get users between 20 and yeah, 35. I think that should probably be all our users here, but let's see. Let's just say between 20 and yeah, I think I'll probably just say between 30 and 35, so we can get only that single record. Okay, so between 30 and 35. All right, so let's print young adults. So if I run this now, we're going to see we get the same record because that's the only user between age 30 and 35. So we have, three responses. The first one, which is finding a single user by the name. The second one, which is finding the user by the age. And the third one, which is simply finding the users by age range. Okay, so that's how you perform this action in MongoDB. I will see you in the next video where we will discuss updating records in MongoDB.